Welcome to acre number 8 in my 20-acre island decorating challenge. Hello, lovely humans. This is Kat from Good Noodle Cozy Games. If you'd like to learn more about this challenge, I'll link my intro video below so you can get all the details. I'd love for you to play along. This is the blueprint for the challenge. Decorating order was chosen randomly. I'll be decorating the beaches separately after completing the acre that is right next to it. Today's acre doesn't have an adjacent beach. Let's spin for our 8 acres build themed edition. So today we're building a Valentine themed acre and including 2 villagers' homes. This is the build map for HodgePodge. You can see the completed acres checked off and our current acre circled in the middle of the map. Now we roll for the build level. Today our acre is going to be flat with no cliff levels. Valentine is the theme that was chosen for this acre. With the addition of 2 villagers' homes, I kept thinking of more of a Galentine's Day theme, like 2 friends living on this acre together and welcoming their friends with a pink and flowery aesthetic. A large part of this build is the heart-shaped pond behind their homes. I'm leaving several islands in the middle of the water. Some will be for decor, the larger one is for a gazebo. There's also a little hopping spot so that you can travel across the whole pond. Using Gale and Meringue's homes as starting spots, I chose to make everything symmetrical. The pathing is very important for this, so I spend the majority of the build getting the pathing the way I want it. In order to place any items on the center island, I need to fill in some of the water so that I can reach it. I really like how the gazebo looks with the custom codes underneath it. I wanted a flowery code, but one that would still look good when it had multiple tiles. And I really like how it turned out. For the 2 little baby islands that are there, I'm using the Turkey Day garden stand and putting a glowing moss stool on top of it. I repeat the same thing on the other side. How cute does that look? I have 2 little areas on each side of their homes, where I put down a patch of the custom code as kind of like a rug. And on these, I'm putting a log chair, which I also have customized with that same code. I put one of the glowing moss balloons down in pink. And also a log stool that has a piece of cherry tart on top. I do the exact same thing on the other side. I put a wild log bench right in the middle. I made a little custom code that says welcome friends, and I put that on a shop sign in front of both of their homes. Because I have so much pathing in front of the homes, it kind of limits the places where I can put flowers. So I'm using the white mum cushion as a kind of flower substitute in front of their homes, kind of near the signs. I chose to enclose their whole front yard area and kind of around to the back, just not where the pond is. I'm using a white simple wooden fence for this. Of course, I have to use a white bunny and also put that on both sides. I'm putting a patch of dirt right in front of this fence area because I want a place to be able to park 2 of the cruiser bikes. Now comes the fun part of putting in the trees, the bushes, and the flowers. For the most part, I keep this symmetrical, but there's some areas over to this side of the house that couldn't be exactly the same because of the way the doors are. I use medium and large hardwood and cedar trees in these areas. I limit the types of flowers to mums and hyacinth. And I stick mainly to pink and white, but I do use the green mums, and I also use a red hyacinth, but I don't think that's a real, like, bold colored red. So I think it still works. I'm only using one kind of bush, which is the pink azalea, although it's not flowering right now, so the color doesn't mean a whole lot, but I just wanted to keep it to one different type. This little corner over here looks like the same as it does on the other side. I wasn't sure if I wanted to use any cedar trees or if I just wanted to stick with hardwood, but I'm glad there's a little bit of variety there. This is where I decide to use the red hyacinth, and there's also 2 more bushes and a white mum. I use the green mum here just to shake it up a little bit. Of course, I do the same thing on the other side as well. In this area behind the house, the first thing I do is I put down a flower custom code. Now, it's not mine, but I do have it listed in the description if you'd like to use it. I use more of the azalea bushes, of course, and I also use a full-size hardwood tree behind here because you can still see it from the front, so I think the full size is good. In order to get this last flower in here, I need to move the bush out of the way so that I can reach it. And then I can put the azalea back in. I use a couple more azaleas back here along this path, which is behind the pond. I tried to connect the path to the acre that's behind us and also the acre that's to the right of us. I'm trying to make the island a little bit, more cohesive, kind of like it's an actual island and not just 20 different mini islands. The last thing that I need to do is finish the landscaping to the left of the pond. This is the one place that I use a full-size cedar tree that I don't use on the other side. I'm just trying to make it look like there's a little bit of an area that kind of goes into the acre that's going to be to the left of us. So then the only thing that I have to do is just add a few more flowers around, and then we'll be ready for the final walkthrough. We'll start our walkthrough in the center where we have the little parking area for the 2 cruiser bikes. We can then go through the opening in the fence to this house over here with the seating area. I think it's really cute, and I love the view from there. We've got our 2 little baby bunnies. And then, of course, you can enter the fence from the other side to get to the same type of seating area on the left. Now, I set it up so that you can hop over to get into this gazebo. Again, I like this view. And then you can keep hopping to get to the other side. I really wanted to use a heart-shaped pond. I didn't want to go all crazy with the heart theme, but I think that that kind of works. I'm surprised by how much I love how this acre turned out. I'm not really a pink flowery girly, but I think we nailed the theme without making it look too over the top. If you want to see how I made the pond and laid the pathing, I record each acre as you just watched it, plus I do a long play with no commentary, and then you can choose which way you want to watch. All the custom codes I've used on this island will be listed in the description. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them for you. Let's make this a fun and safe space for everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.